here on If You Don't Like That. I'll be on at the conclusion of the game as well, with 24 minutes left. But great to have you here on the halftime show. Let me peruse the numbers for you again. 53-51. The Kings outscored Minnesota in a very low-scoring first quarter, 24-17. And then the Timberwolves exploded in that second quarter for 36 points. They outscored the Kings 36-27. What's the deal with the three ball? Sacramento shoots 45% for the first half. But, I mean, good Lord. The three-point shot. What's going on with the three ball? Huh? How about these numbers? 1 of 14 from downtown. Now, I guess you can look at this as a positive that they're only down 2. Excuse me while I drink a little water. I'm fighting a cold here. I mean, you shoot 1 of 14. Maybe you shouldn't shoot so many threes, right? How about trying to score some other way? But I actually look at that as a positive. 53-51, you're down, and you're only shooting 1 of 14 from beyond the arc. How about that? All right? So I actually feel okay. Don't feel sorry for me. I'm fine. Just a little scratchy throat here. But, yeah, the threes are bad, right? I like the energy, too. I would agree with that, Yeah, Kevin Huerter is struggling. It's a very good point. He is struggling. Well, don't expect the defense to improve. The defense sucks. Why would you expect it to improve? It's not going to improve. Why would you think that? But Kevin Huerter, 1 of 7 from the floor and all 5 from downtown in the first half. Who do you think's in a better position right now at the half, 53-51? I mean, Russell, who had 22 in the first half on Saturday night, only had 5. He's 2 of 8. How about Minnesota's free throw shooting? 4 of 10. Kings not much better, 6 of 9. Right? Man, it was a frustrating half. But, think about this. You end up shooting 1 of 14 from downtown, and you're only trailing 53-51. So I can look at this both ways. I can look at this both ways. All right, great to have you here at the intermission. We're going to be on after the game as well. Ryan's got the night off as he's out celebrating his wife's birthday, which that's a good man right there, Ryan. There are more important things than coming on with Grant Napier here on the postgame show. Well, I've been talking about this. You know what? I've been mentioning this. What have I been saying? Kings have lost 3 of 4. They've been very inconsistent. People got excited over the Memphis game. I told you, don't get excited over that game. They didn't play with John Morant didn't play, and Steven Adams was hurt. Why would you get excited over that win? Everyone's like, oh, they beat Memphis. No, you didn't beat Memphis. You beat a team called Memphis. You didn't beat Memphis. I don't know what's going on with the Kings offense right now. I really don't. And it certainly has not been the offense that we're accustomed to seeing. It's kind of like a baseball team that goes through a team slump, right? Where everyone seems to not be able to put the ball into play. And right now, that's the case, 53-51. Hey, I want to spend a moment and tell you about Bennett's with 2 locations in Roseville and Sacramento. Roseville on Eureka and Lead Hill. It's great. You're going to love it. I love the menu there. Prime seafood and steaks. They have tremendous food. The location in Sacramento on the corner of Howe and Fair Oaks. And they're coming to Rockland as well in the spring at Blue Oaks Town Center. They are big-time King supporters. Check them out. That's Bennett's with 2 locations for you. All right, 53-51 at the break. Did I say that the Kings were going to lose? Drought 16 years. Did I tell you that the Kings are going to lose and they're not going to make the playoffs? You want me to tell you what the hell is going on? Or do you want me to get my pom-poms out and sugarcoat this so you can feel all good about your Sacramento Kings? I'm going to tell you exactly what's going on. All right. The Kings have lost 3 of 4 drought 16 years. They have not played well in a period of time. And here's another thing. I had someone call me up on my Listen app show today, and he made a good point. When's the last time the Kings had a signature win? A win that you can look at and you can go, wow, that's really good. So if you don't want me to be negative, then go listen and go watch somewhere else. Pretty easy. All you got to do is go bye-bye. All right. No, you know what? It's not about me being on fire. You know what it's about? It's about me being honest. I'm always going to be honest. All right? The Kings are not playing well right now. All right? If you think the Kings are playing well, then you're watching a different team than I am. Yeah, we got to have a little rant here at halftime. Yeah, Grant's rant. You know? Absolutely. So, okay, OKC was a nice win, but I wouldn't call it a signature win. They were under 500 for crying out loud. Oh, boy is right. You know? All right. So I'm getting help from everybody on the stream here, which is great. He's a troll? All right. Well, then we'll get rid of trolls. I won't go back to him. You know? Thank you, John. I appreciate that. You know? I don't know if I'm spot on, but I'm going to give you my opinion. I'm going to give you my opinion on what's going on. Okay? Now, the Denver win was not a signature win. You want to know why the Denver win was not a signature win? Because Denver rested two of their starters, Jamal Murray, their point guard, and Aaron Gordon, their power forward. So, no, you're wrong. That was not a signature win. A signature win is when you beat a team that's good at full strength. That is a signature win. Yeah, I don't know, Brian, what's going on with Kevin Huerter here, right? I don't know what's going on with Kevin Huerter. I really don't. He's a big-time New York Giants fan. Maybe he's like me and he's depressed over the playoffs, you know? I don't understand. Yeah, you know, and I think too many three-pointers right now. You know, if the three's not falling, then go something else, you know? Get to the line. I don't think the season needs to be shortened. I really don't. First of all, are the players going to take less money? Are the owners going to take less money? Are the coaches going to take less money? You know? Mike Brown is known as a defensive coach, but how are you going to be a defensive team when you really only have one or two good defensive players? You know? Appreciate the support. Thank you very much. Hey, don't forget, speaking of, you know, everything that we do here, we're going to be coming on right after the game as well. Yeah, Kevin Huerter does need to find his groove. You all are absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. 53-51. All right, let's look at some more numbers here, okay? Hey, Garrison, you're right. You want the truth? You can't handle the truth. I love it, Garrison. Good job right there. All right, so let's look at some of the numbers here, okay? All right, so the Timberwolves shoot nearly 47%, only 5 of 15 from beyond the arc. Sacramento shoots 45%, 7% from beyond the arc. You look at the rebounding numbers, even, pretty much, all right? 27-23, 4 in favor of Minnesota, but that's not that big of a deal. I'm not losing sleep on that, all right? Turnovers, the Kings did a very nice job. Only 5 turnovers in that first half, 8 for Minnesota. So both teams took good care of the ball. But which team's going to start making threes? Which team is going to start making three-pointers? Whoever does is probably going to win this game. I'm looking at the numbers. Sabonis, 12 points, 7 rebounds, 5 of 6 floor. Harrison Barnes, terrible, 1 of 7. Keegan Murray, not bad. All right? Not bad. 7 points, 4 rebounds. Fox shot well, 6 of 11. But Kevin Huerter was not there, you know? Not there. Yeah, that was a nice dunk by Monk. And Sabonis, you know, pass into his teammates like he always does, you know? Well, you know, right now you're third in the West. That's a great question. Yep, I've been talking about 7% from downtown. What did Bill Parcells always say, right? You are what your record says. So the Kings right now are 27-21. But as we have learned in the West, things can change in a hurry. Go look at the Pelicans. They were number 1 in the West. What happens? Injuries. Woo! Suns rolling 1 or 2 in the West. Devin Booker gets hurt. What happens to them? They fall off the mountain. So, you know, the Kings have been healthy. You got to keep that in mind, too. Kings have been the healthiest team in the league. And that's why they were in third at 27-21. I'm with you. Change up. Get to the line. Do something else if the three-point shot is not falling. Absolutely agree with you. I mean, you gotta change it up when something's not working. And that's again, what are the Kings going to win with when the three ball's not falling? How are they going to win? Are they going to win with defense? Well, you tell me. Do you see defense in that second quarter? Minnesota scored 36 freaking points. So the Kings, here's what's happening. You're taking threes, the other team's coming down in transition, and they're scoring on you at will. So when your three doesn't fall, long rebounds, the other team gets out in transition, boom, all of a sudden, you're trailing. There you have it. They're having a lunar celebration halftime performance. I hope you were enjoying that. Absolutely. Yeah, the Kings did not get a lot of easy baskets in that first half. No question. And, Anthony Edwards in the last game, as you talk about this, he had a huge second half. So the Kings are going to have to be careful of that. 53-51. How many points wins this game tonight? I'm going to say 107 points wins this game tonight. All right? Somebody just said, Sam Mitchell just said the Kings is not they're a playoff team, not a play-in team. All right, well, good for Sam. You know what they are? They are what the record says they are after 82 games. There you have it. All right, Marine thinks 115 is going to win the game. All right, fair enough. 115 would be a lot of points in that second half. It really would. That would be and they can do it. 64-point half, absolutely. I just don't know if that's realistic with how poorly they have been shooting. I really don't. All right? I really don't. All right, so more stops in the first quarter. Need to get back to that. Yeah, you got to get Fox going to the layup too. All right, well, thank you very much, Drought. You're back in my good standing then. I'm glad you love my honesty. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Fox with 40 tonight? Well, if De'Aaron Fox has 40 tonight, the Kings are going to win. He's not going to have 40. I hope I eat my words. He's got 13 right now. First to 100 wins. You're going with the Lawler law, huh? Ralph Lawler? All right. This one, Kings will win 105-96. Someone wants to know why Rashawn Holmes isn't playing. It has a lot to do with matchups and the fact that right now he's got, Metu playing ahead of him. That's part of it. Lyles ahead of him, at the forward position, center, power 4 and 5. It's just the way it is. You can't really, he played 10 guys in the first half, He played 10 guys in the first half. So 53-51. And don't forget, I will be on right after the game as well. We'll break it all down. What do you think? You think we're going to have a Sacramento win tonight? You think it's going to be a happy crowd on the post game? Or, is it going to be a disappointing crowd? Well, Liddy, who made that line famous was Ralph Lawler, the longtime voice of the Clippers. He made it so famous that they called it Lawler's Law. I don't know if that's as accurate now because the scoring has gone so up in the NBA. But yeah, it's been a while. Let's light the beam. You don't want to, you got 5 more games left after this road trip. Keep in mind that as well. What do I think the Kings are missing? They're just not making shots. The game is very easy when you make your 3-point shots. All right, they're coming back for the start of the second half. I will be back as well. Don't forget, right after the game here on If You Don't Like That. Enjoy the second half, everybody.